Hello, Madridistas, and thanks for joining us on today's interesting episode as we talk you through some very important updates at Real Madrid. Kickstarting on this agenda, Real Madrid youngster Arda Guler could make his debut against Sevilla, though the club does not want to rush him. We are going to be talking about that, and shortly after that, we will quickly turn our attention elsewhere as according to multiple reports, Real Madrid veteran midfielder Luka Modrić must choose between Croatia and Real Madrid as the Croatian international is currently living in two lives, where on one hand he is an undisputable starter for the Croatian national team, and the other hand he has lost his starting position at Real Madrid to youngsters such as Federico Valverde. So we are going to be talking on that on this episode. But before we move forward, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned right up to the end so you do not miss on any interesting detail. Arda Guler was one of Real Madrid's most notable acquisitions in the market this past summer. Formerly of Fenerbahce, the young attacker joined the club on the back of a huge promise, but he has found himself very unlucky, having struggled with injuries throughout the course of the season so far. However, Guler has made a steady effort towards his recovery and could soon make his debut with Real Madrid. According to Mario Catagana of the Athletics, Arda Guler has completed group training with the rest of the squad for the first time, which marks a crucial step towards his recovery. The Athletic reporter goes on to suggest that the young Turk might even be available for the upcoming clash against Sevilla on Saturday. As covered earlier, Guler has made a speedy recovery and it is only a matter of time before he marks his return to the pitch. That moment could come against Sevilla this weekend, but there is a catch. Cartagena suggests that even though Arda Guler could be available against Sevilla, the player needs more reading before he is allowed on the pitch. With that in mind, Real Madrid are likely to proceed with caution, knowing they cannot run the risk of the youngster aggravating his injury. Guler, for his part, will be keen on making his much-awaited Real Madrid debut, but as things stand, he must exhibit patience. Even if the Turk misses out on the Sevilla game, he will have opportunities to make his debut in upcoming games against Braga and, of course, Barcelona. One player who is likely to make his return against Sevilla, however, is David Alaba, who has completed his recovery and looks set to start this weekend. So having concluded with that, we are going to quickly turn the chapter on today's episode as Luka Modrić must decide between Real Madrid or the Croatian national team. Luka Modrić, who is now 38 years old, lives a double life. At Real Madrid, he is losing his place at times, and with Croatia, he is still indispensable in the starting lineup. Lately, international breaks have been Modric's way of accumulating playing time. In October, he played 90 minutes of the two matches that Croatia played Turkey and Wales in the Euro 2024 qualifiers. That prominence, given his age, directly conflicts with the role he can play at Real Madrid, where until last year he was undisputed. However, he now finds that Ancelotti is limiting his playtime on the pitch. The situation has undoubtedly upset the Croatian Ballon d'Or winner. He has expressed it in a number of statements, and you can see it on his face in practically every game at the Spanish capital. but he has to be realistic. At the Casablanca, they have decided to face the generational change of their midfield and the determination he still has to defend his country does not help to compete with the youngsters at the club, who are in position to successfully handle a greater workload. Ancelotti promised him that he would continue to be important. Yes, but it deserves. He has long been asked to step aside at Croatia to focus on his team, but after the World Cup in Qatar, he decided to continue, at least until the Euro, something that does not seem to please the Madrid bosses. Luka Modrić have to follow the example of his teammate and friend Toni Kroos, who is 33 years old. The midfielder left the German national team and is now enjoying a good form of start to the season that sees Real Madrid leading the La Liga table. It is not that the German is a regular starter, but he has more presence than the veteran, and his performances in general has been notably better. He has understood that as the years go by, the decision to reduce the level of load is the smartest thing to do. Modric must therefore choose between saving a Croatian side that has struggled to make it to the next big event in European international football, or saving himself from a campaign in which he will be sitting on the bench more than usual for Real Madrid. So having concluded with that, we have come to the end of today's interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. See you next time, and Hala Madrid to us all.